Hey, what's going on? This is Adrian. I am here filming a concept video for, testing out some pack opening ideas for video. So I'm going to just show off some cards from some commander decks that I have. So this particular commander deck is Arahabo, or however you say that. It's cats. This guy, when he's in your command zone, he gives one of your cats +3/+3 until end of turn. So he's good. You don't even have to cast him. He just kind of sits out there. Because all the cats in our deck are cats, we can run this as our companion. It's kind of free. We do have one beast card. These are some tokens that I had made, specially made. They are my two cats, one of which is actually sitting on my lap right now. Trouble and Havoc. A lot of cards happen to make two cat tokens, so I just got two of them made, and I have two cats. Vanquisher's Banner. This likes cats. It likes when you cast cats. You'll get to draw cards when you cast cats. It's pretty good. Brimaz. This is a cat. This is actually a proxy, but it's just because I'm waiting for mine to come in the mail. But he is a big cat. He's efficient. 3/4 for 3 vigilance, and he makes cats when he attacks and blocks. Prowling Serpopard. I got this one way back in 2017. He's a cat. He makes it so your cats can't be countered. Pretty nice. Jewel Thief. This is just a common, but it's a 3/3 trample, vigilance for 3, and it makes a treasure. The treasure can be nice, and because you can, give him +3/+3 for free with your command. Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy, don't do that. All right. Because you can give him +3/+3 for free with this, it's kind of nice. Hidden for 6 at least. It's pretty cool. Next up, we got Quasali Slingers. This one basically destroys enchantments and artifacts when you play your cats, including himself, which can be pretty sweet. Next up, we got Ezeka's Chariot. It makes 2 cats, and when it attacks, you can make a copy of a token, which is generally going to be a cat token. I'm going to just skip the lands. I have a bunch of forests and plains in here. But I am going to skip the basic lands and the just normal dual lands. You got your brush land, little pain land action there. You got the Sun Petal Grove. The Great Henge likes when you cast creatures. It's ramp. It's usually going to be pretty cheap in this deck, especially because, again, this number 7 goes down for the greatest power of the creatures that you have. And, of course, your general is pretty much always going to be going something +3/+3. So you cast this in your second main phase, bada boom, it's going to be pretty cheap. I have some of these MDFC lands in here, including Segeri Shelter. It's just a nice way to get extra effects into your deck without having to cut your cats. Here is Fortified Village. It's just a land. Beseiju, again, it's a nice way to have a destroy target artifact or enchantment in a way that doesn't require you to actually get rid of one of your cat cards. Stroke of Midnight. This is just a nice catch-all, and it's foil. Destroys anything that's not a land, and they get a 1/1, which is, pretty irrelevant. Rampant Growth. Classic green card. Stalking Leonin. This one's pretty funny, just because it has the word secretly choose an opponent, and, you can play some politics with it, but it can exile a creature. That's kind of nice. It's a cat, so you're already going to run it. I got Eladamri's Call. It finds a cat. White Mane Lion is good. It's a cat, of course, but it can also go well with all of our cat support cards like this. So, you can cast it, boom, it enters the battlefield. Return a creature you control to its owner's hand. It can pick itself back up, and then you can just keep doing it over and over and over again. Until they get rid of it. But it's nice because then they have to get rid of that, and it's not the best card. Path to Exile, it's got a cat on it, and it's removal. Some lands, cats, Canopy Vista, plains. Guardian Project, again, our cats aren't that strong, so adding, when you play them, you get to draw a card. That's going to be good because our cats aren't that strong. We have Swords to Plowshares. I've getting the convention art with the little duck on it in the mail. It's on the mail. That's just the one that I had laying around. Pride Sovereign makes cats kind of a no-brainer. It gets larger for each cat that you control as well, which is really cool. The Explorer, it is not great, but it can search you some lands. And like I said, you know, we're looking for cats to do like anything even remotely good. That's a kind of like a Eternal Witness, but it's a land. This guy's really good. It says your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. It's kind of like a Grand Arbiter. And if one or more creatures hit your opponent and they have power greater than their base power, you get to draw a card, which is really good, especially because our general here is going to be buffing our cats for free, so we should always be able to hit that last trigger and draw a card. That's just a forest. This is a cool Temple Garden. I got it from a pack. Ooh, it's a Infinity Space Temple Garden. Leonin War Leader. There is a much cuter version of this that I want to get at some point, but it makes cats. Tribute to the World Tree. Again, this is just another way to help out when we cast our cats. That's just a land. Mirari's Wake. You know, it's a little slow in this deck, but it is a good card, so you kind of got to run it. I have this stupid Battle Royale, Fortnite, Triumph of the Hordes promo thing, Secret Lair, whatever. My friend bought this for me, and it's a card that you're going to want to run in this deck anyway, just because it helps you win with your crappy cat cards. Sylvan Library, that's kind of a no-brainer. Windswept Heath. Reprieve. This is nice because it's sort of like a counterspell, kind of. It's sort of like Remand, but it's white, and that's just a nice ability to have. That's a plains. Sunfall. You know, this could be like any Wrath, really, but I picked Sunfall because the fact that it leaves behind an Incubate and Exiles is really cool. Plains. Quasali Pride Mage. Again, you're looking for cats that do anything even remotely good, and this guy gets rid of an artifact or an enchantment, and he has Exalted, so he's pretty sweet. Masked Vandal. This is a changeling, which means it's a cat, ooze, pirate, nightmare, wizard, but mostly it's a cat. You can exile a creature from your graveyard to exile a target artifact. That can be nice to get rid of the One Ring, but it does require you to have a creature in your graveyard, which, you know, is something to think about. Heroic Intervention. We would be playing this card anyway, but it does have a cat on it, which helps it out a little bit. Aura Shards. This, again, would be a card we'd always be playing in any Selesnya deck with creatures. I think there is another promo art for this that has a cat on it, but I do not have it yet. Crows and Grip. That should be in all your green decks. Command Tower. Razor Verge Thicket. Pretty cool. Foil. Beastmaster Ascension. You guessed it. We would be playing this anyway, but it has big cats on it. So we're playing it. That's a plains. This is the one card that is not a cat in our deck. It is Craterhoof Behemoth, and this is not a proxy. Now, it is a beast, which if you see, we can run beasts and have this as our secondary commander / companion. And and we would want to run this card a lot. If it was like a frickin' orc or something, we wouldn't run this. We would say screw that, because this is so important that we would not even want this. But just, it's gravy on top, it's a beast, so it works with the deck. Farseek, pretty boring, but pretty much every green deck that's not mono green runs it. That's the plains. Return to the Wild Speaker. This card's fun. It can draw you some cards, which is important. Sets Tiger. This card is really, really funny. It has flash, so you can play it on your opponent's turn, and you get protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. So it's kind of like a fog, sort of. Kind of funny. Alms Collector. This is a really good card for cats. Again, that art is amazing. And it hates on people that like to draw a bunch of cards at once. It doesn't hate on, like, I'm going to draw one card a bunch of different times, like Ristic Study. But if somebody taps the One Ring and tries to draw like 4 cards, instead you and them are just going to draw one card, which is pretty cool. Fleeceman Lion, we would be running this anyway because it's a cat, but it's fine. It's 2, it's 3/3. I don't really use this monstrous ability that much, but it is a nice 2-mana cat for 3/3. Giselle Goldmane, it's fine. It's, you know, if there was a better one, we would probably cut this, but it's fine. Everybody Lives. This is a crappy proxy because my actual copy is in a different deck. But Everybody Lives, nice card. We would be running this anyway, again, because giving all our stuff hexproof is nice. We want multiple ways of doing that. And because sometimes you can jank somebody out and stop yourself from losing. But mainly that's just a second copy of Heroic Intervention. Lion Sash. This is kind of like Scavenging Ooze. It hates on the graveyard. It's always important to have like one thing that hates on the graveyard, just because a lot of commander decks are really, really, really powerful if you don't hate on the graveyard at all. And it's a cat, which is great for our deck. Ocelot Pride. Yeah, this is a really good card, and it happens to be a cat. So yeah, we're running it. Shatter to the Sky. This is another board wipe. This could be any 4-mana board wipe, but I didn't have an extra Wrath of God, and I had one of these. So it's nice also because, you know, we're often going to be drawing a card because we have big creatures. This is just a land pathway. Sorry, I was looking at the actual name of this. It's Trailblazer's Boots. This is nice because you're pretty much always going to be able to give something non-basic land walk and actually hit in with it. Because in Commander, you know, everybody's got like one basic land, even monocolored, or non-basic land, sorry. Even monocolored decks usually have one non-basic land, so you can get in with this. And, you know, there comes a time when the board gets pretty stalled, and that can help out a lot. Feline Sovereign. It's a cat. It gives your cats +1/+1 and protection from dogs, which has never come up before, but it is pretty funny. When your cats hit them, you will get to destroy one target artifact or enchantment they control, which is great. There's a lot of ways of doing that in cats, which is kind of funny. Cutzel's Flanker. This thing has flash. It does a lot of different stuff. None of the modes are all that great. Again, it is a little bit of life gain, a little bit of exile for the graveyard. But it is a cat, so obviously we're running it. Swiftfoot Boots, that's kind of a no-brainer. We do not run Lightning Greaves because we need to target our things like every turn with our general, so we don't run Lightning Greaves. But we do run this. This is the Surveil Land. You should be running those if you're not. Chameleon Colossus, this is a changeling. It's big. It's got protection from black. So it's a cat, technically, even though, yeah, it doesn't look like a cat at all. But it is a cat, and he can get real big out of nowhere, which is cool. Castle Garenbrig, I got a foil one of those, which is cool. Hungry Lynx, this thing gives your cats protection from rats, which is really funny. And at your end step, you're going to give somebody a 1/1 rat with Death Touch, and then when the rats die, you're going to get 1/1 counters on all your cats. Nice politics card. You don't really care about the 1/1 with Death Touch because your cats have protection from rats as long as this guy's out. Yeah, make friends, make enemies with this card. It's pretty funny. And it's a cat. Beast Within, I wish this had a cat on it, but it doesn't. But it's green, it's removal, it's good. We're going to run it anyway. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth. We don't need the mana fixing very much, but we have it. It's nice. Achroma's Will, this is a way to help us win the game. It's got a million words on it, but basically, if you can give all your dudes flying and double strike, that's probably what you're going to be doing with it. Regal Caracol, it's great. Gives you all your cats +1/+1, lifelink, and it makes 2 cats when it comes in. And it's pretty big on its own. 3 Tree City. It makes a bunch of mana. Makes mana for all your cats. We don't really have a lot of uses for all the mana, but, I mean, it's 3 Tree City. We're a tribal deck. We're probably running it. King of the Pride. This is technically like an anime art, but you can't really tell. It's a good lord. +2/+1, and for all your cats is pretty cool. Tamura Sabertooth. We can bounce creatures with it. It's a cat. There's some fun stuff you can do. Like if you have one of those things that says, oh, you draw a card when you play your cats, you can keep bouncing them over and over again with that, which is nice. Realm Walker, another stupid changeling card. You're going to name cat with it. It's going to be a cat always, and you can cast your cats off the top of your deck, which is cool. Leonin Elder. This is just a 1-drop. I have a foil one, and it's pretty cool. The artifact coming into play, you gain a life. That's not all that important. But I didn't want to run Savannah Lions because that's just a 2/1. I wanted a 1-drop cat other than, you know, the others that actually did something sometimes. And this does do something sometimes. Savannah Lions is just a 2/1, and it's not all that exciting. You don't have to run this, but it's okay. It's a 1-drop. It's nice to get out there early. Scattered Groves, that's just a dual land. Icon of Ancestry, you know, you're going to choose cats. Sometimes you'll draw extra cards with it, but it is an anthem for cats. Temple of Plenty. This art looks almost exactly like Lush Portico. Leonin Relic Warder. This guy's going to exile target artifact or enchantment when he comes in, and when he leaves, it's going to come back. If you have like flicker shenanigans, you can actually just exile the thing forever. Google it if you want to know how to do that. That's a forest. Sacred Cat. This is our best 1-drop other than Ocelot Pride. It's a 1/1. It's got lifelink. You can bring it back. It's a nice, reliable little dude. He's going to get in there for 4 with your general. Descendant's Path. I have the cutest one ever. This is going to help you cheat cats into play. It's nice to not have to cast our cats because a lot of them are pretty bad on their own. Flare of Cultivation. I run this instead of Cultivate just because it's basically Cultivate, but sometimes you can do it for free if you really need to. Draenith Ruins. This is a fun land. You can put counters on things that are non-human, so, all of our cats. Now, keep in mind, it does not work with the Changelings, because Changelings technically are also humans, so watch out for that. Gavany Township, you're going to put counters on all your dudes. It's pretty good. This stupid thing, I can't pronounce the name, the Sovereign of OA or whatever you want to call it. He's good. He's got ward. When he attacks, he basically, this is kind of confusing, but basically he's going to give people, your cats, 1/1 counters equal to the difference between this number and what they're actually swinging for. So basically with your general, he's going to be giving them 3 1/1 counters when they swing, in addition to the +3. So he gets really out of hand really fast. And the fact that he has ward is really nice because he has to attack to actually have that happen. Dromoka's Command, that we're in green-white. This is just a nice catch-all. It's got a lot of weird things on it that I can do. Fighting, 1/1 counter, target player sacks an enchantment, prevent all damage, a Blasphemous Act or something would do. And you get to pick 2, so it's kind of good. Cavern of Souls, we're a cat deck. We don't want our cats to get countered. That's a forest. And that is a Mutavault, and it's a creature land, and it's all creature types, which includes cats. So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed this little test run video. I know it's kind of lo-fi. It's kind of low production value. Havoc. Look at how cute that is. So cute. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. There will be more like it soon. Like, subscribe, and do all the fun YouTube stuff. And leave a comment below. What's your favorite cat magic card? Is it this one? It probably shouldn't be. Okay, bye.